Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 3 of My Summer Car. Today, I've actually got something really cool planned. I loaded in just now and found out that the uncle's there and all that stuff. So I ran home and saved. Uh, so we should just jump straight into the conversation as soon as I hit continue. Hopefully, if everything works out. It might have skipped the conversation or not. Usually it starts the conversation right at the beginning. You save right before they start having that conversation. Oh, it looks like we might have skipped it. So the uncle's house is down here. Um, if you don't know, it's down here. It's literally just the house next to ours. He should be just sitting on. Oh no. So usually you come here and in early versions of the game, you would come here, or in early versions of the game, at the very beginning, the van was yours. There was no uncle. It was just the van was at your house, and you could drive it around. You had the keys. They didn't have keys in the game yet. And then eventually they added keys. They added the uncle. You had to like find the uncle at a specific time, and he would give you his van because he's only home at certain times. And essentially he loses his license for like drunk driving. So, but usually in this version of the game, he'll be sitting here in this chair and he has a present for you and all this. Um, and he gives you the keys to the van and he also gives you the keys to the shit truck because he can't do the business anymore. So, um, this has money in it and a bunch of other stuff and some booze and stuff. So, just gonna throw that in the van there. So unfortunately, I can't show you guys the conversation that you have because apparently it got skipped, which is great. Fantastic. I was standing there having the conversation with the guy, and then I should have just like hit record or something, but it's too late now. So this is the van. It is a diesel. So when you turn on the ignition, just click it once and wait for that this red light in the center to go away. Once that red light goes away, then you can start it. Just like that. And what that light is the glow plugs. Diesels instead of gas cars have glow plugs instead of spark plugs. And they have to be warmed up before you can start the car. Or before you should start the car anyway. You can like force a diesel to start early by just cranking the ignition, but it's bad for the starter and it's bad for everything, so I wouldn't recommend it, especially in a real car. This vehicle is usually automatic, but because I'm driving with a wheel with a six speed shifter, um, it's manual now, so I have to drive with a clutch and stuff. We're just gonna drive it to our house. I was really looking forward to showing you guys the conversation you have with your uncle. He basically just blabbers on for like 15 minutes while sitting in a chair, and you just basically drive off in the truck anyway, but would have been cool just to show you. So I usually park the van right here. And this is good because um, we're going to have to pick up our post order soon. We're going to have to go down and put up uh, put down another post order as well for some more stuff. Because we always want to buy more stuff for the car, obviously. We don't want to have to put these parts on for too long. And we can go get the wheels, which is another thing that we have to do. So we'll go get the wheels and stuff too as well, so we can finally get this thing off of the ground. Once we put the rear suspension in, we'll go get the wheels. And we'll put the wheels on. We have to get the wheels repaired, so maybe we'll do that and we'll skip the repair time, because the repair time is the same as a post time. So we might skip that, just in the spirit of trying to do this series in a very expedient way. Usually you would have to wait a week for Flitary to finish your car, or to order a post thing, or do anything that requires a large amount of time, like get rims placed, get new tires put on rims and stuff like that. That takes time. So that will take time. So the trailing arm suspension goes in. And we're going to need a wrench for that. Which wrench we're going to need. But hopefully we get a phone call. Like tomorrow or the next day. I think they usually call you on Thursday or Friday if you send an order in on Monday. That's not the right wrench. Go even larger. Okay, so we got those in. We can put the spring in, because the spring doesn't have any bolts, so we can just chuck that in. That's not going to need to pick another wrench or anything, so there's no wrench there. Tighten that in. Tighten this on. We'll get the shock. It goes in this way. This orientation. Just like that. There are 2 bolts on the bottom, 1 bolt on top, and put those back on. Ooh, phone call. Okay, that's what I was talking about. So now that we have the shit truck and the van, now that we have the keys for them, that means that we can do jobs now. So this guy wants us to suck his poop out of his receptacle. And his house is just here, so we live up there, so we just drive down here. An easy job. But what they don't tell you is that in a recent update, they moved the shit truck. It used to be at your house. Now, it's all the way over in Parajarvi. Parajarvi. Kind of up here in this region, like in this big building right here. Which makes sense. I never really understood why it was at your house in the first place. But essentially, your uncle drives it, but he's too drunk, and he lost his license. So now you have to go and get it. So it's a Jonas drive. Luckily, we don't have to carry anything, but we can drive down there with the Jonas, chuck the Jonas in the back of the poop truck, drive the poop truck back to the house, and we can hit that guy's house on the way over. But we're not going to do that right now. That's not a now thing. That's a very, very, that's a distant future thing. Like next episode thing, maybe. Okay, it's gonna eat tiny thing. I'm gonna pee outside. If you pee in the house, it leaves stains, and the stains don't go away. So I would just pee outside. Pee where it matters. Throw this in. Right there. Okay. So it takes a small wrench to get the job done. Surprised at how small the wrench has to be to get the job done. Okay. Tighten those on. You can also throw this on. I wouldn't tighten it in. I don't know if you can do that or not, but just yet or not, but well. Oh, I didn't do that, did I? Okay, great. Have to remove this. Throw this on. Then throw that back on. Yeah, I had the check mark for a second, but then I let it go. Time. Let's tighten these in here. Poop. Another poop job. We have one more bolt to tighten. I wouldn't suggest leaving an area without tightening all the bolts unless you know what you're doing. Because you probably will forget the bolts. Just saying. There's still 2 bolts in there that we have to do. As you can see, the body's quite rusty. Eventually we'll go buy some paint. When you paint the car, it covers the rust. So that's always good. Let's figure out what bolt this takes. Tighten that in. Chuck this in the back. There's still a lot more stuff we can do to the body before we put the tires on. But I really want to get the tires. Like, I want to get the tires, get this thing on wheels. You know what I mean? And then we can fiddle around with putting the steering wheel and all that other stuff in. Okay. So that's on. That's tight. We just got to tighten these 2 bolts up here. This bolt here. This one over here. Let's figure out what socket we need. That one. Okay. And it's tight. Okay. And I've also got the tow rope. So on the back of each car, you can tow stuff. You can tow cars together, that kind of thing. Perhaps you stay. Okay, so we got the suspension all together. I think we should go and get the wheels and bring them to Flateri's. Get that sorted out. I think that's the thing that we should do next. I'm gonna save here really quick now that we've got the suspension and stuff. Every time you leave the house, you should save first. It's more than smart, it's incredibly important. You don't want to waste how long has it been? 13 minutes? 13 minutes worth of time? Throw all that away. This is some stupid turn. Okay, saved. Tell I'm salty, yeah. Okay, so now car is built. Much as I want to get it built for now. This has some money in it. Some booze, and it also has a turbo sticker. Turbo emblem for the back of the car. Even though it doesn't have a turbo. I think there's a turbo mod you can get. That'd be fucking dope. There's a turbo mod. Those are awesome. Well, let's turn this guy on. Turn the vehicle. And we will go, once the glow plugs are warmed up, we'll go down and pick up the tires, and I'll show you where the tire location is. Okay, so before we go, there is one thing that we need to do. Over here, there is right here, there's a sledgehammer. We need to take this sledgehammer with us. We won't be getting the tires if we don't bring the sledgehammer with us. We need it. It is important. As you can see, I just phased it through the wall of the van there, and it's in the back of the van. So move real close up to the steering wheel. I don't usually do that, but it makes for better driving experience when you do. I usually go back really far so I can see the wheel turning and stuff, but it's good. Like, so this is the van, and for the first time driving the car, we won't modify it. I'll just drive it the way that it's meant to be driven. It is cold still, as you can see from the gauge. It's not quite warmed up yet, so it will be a little bit sluggish to start off with. It should eventually get better. Ah, my mouse cable keeps pulling my mouse to the side, and it's very sensitive. Oh, you bugger. Okay. It's quite loud, the van. We're basically just going to go the same way that we went last time to get onto the highway. And we're going to turn left again. Like we did last time. Assuming everything goes well, that is, leading up to that. I'm really loving my new computer. Getting so much way better frames, especially on this game. This game is really, really bad for frame rates. No train, no bully. Perfect. Okay. We've made it to the intersection. Gotta watch out some rally driver doesn't come slamming into the back of me in his little tiny hatchback. There are other people driving around on these roads at all times. In little green and yellow cars. And they'll hit you. As we've seen before, on the first episode, I think I got hit head on by one. So that's always good when that happens. So this is our T intersection here, four-way. Turn right here. We're just going to turn left on the highway. Now, the van becomes unstable at high speed. Once you get into fourth gear, once you get over 100 kilometers an hour, the van starts to shimmy left and right. I'll show you what I mean. We're going 80 right now. Shift into third. Get up to about 100. Right when we pass 100 here, we should start getting a little bit of a shimmy. $110, it starts getting worse. You start seeing the wheel there, shifting back and forth. Shift into fourth here. $120 is where it starts getting really bad. Or it should. Right now it's not so bad. Need to slow down for this turn or we're gonna die. We don't want to die. We kind of want to live, so I'm just gonna let off a little bit. We've got lots of highway until we... our exit is coming up right here. You'll see a bunch of people walking too as well in various places around town. So this is that place I was talking about last episode, Flateri's place. We turn right here, goes to Flateri's. Oh, thank God they turned right. Wow. Okay, actually, if we would have kept going straight, that would have gone to Flateri's. This goes to where the tires are. So you go over this bridge, then over the crest here, and it's your first right. Right here. Go get the tires. And they're in this old abandoned house. And you need to be very, very careful because there are bees here. Killer bees. And they will kill you in one sting. So there's no warning. And there's kind of a trick to it. So you want to follow my advice. So when we get up into the attic, which is where these things are located, where they're located, you want to stay pretty much on this side of the attic. You don't want to go on that side at all. You want to stay on the right side of the attic. You don't want to move too fast either. This center pole is where they're located. We just want to get up the stairs over to the right here. Fast as possible. We want to move as little as possible. See, there's a nest up there. Don't want to disturb the nest. Hear them. They are mean. I don't know why I'm walking so slowly. There's like an invisible box here for some reason. So I just kind of stand here and then I just chuck them this way. That's where the tires are. And we'll go over here and we'll just chuck them over towards the van through the wall so that we can pick them up later as we get out of the attic here. Go around here like we did last time. Let's jump down the stairs and we're out. First try. Okay. I think we're safe now. So these tires, the actual tires themselves are in really bad condition. And we can't use those tires for the inspection or else it will fail. So we're gonna need to put new tires on. And in the game without mods, it takes quite a bit of time because you gotta wait for Flatteri to do his thing, which it takes about a week. It takes about 4 days or so for him to put the new rubber on the tires, which is fair enough. But I don't really want to wait that long, especially for a YouTube series like this. So I got a mod that allows me to skip that wait time. So we're just going to drive to Flatteri's from here and get him to put the rubber on real quick while we wait, pretty much. Kind of like going to Midas and getting them to do it. Or wherever. Not them specifically, but anywhere. And left and then go down through this bridge here. And then we're just going to take this right. And you can see Flatteri's right in front of us here. That's Flatteri's car. The Fairadale. It's got a V8 in it. It's very fancy. Okay, so when you get work done for Flatteri, from Flatteri, you would just park your Satsuma in this spot and go inside and he would, oh, he's closed. What time is it? It's Tuesday, goddammit. Mid-afternoon Tuesday. Is it not? Okay, well, either way. We'll get that done at a later time. Yes. There's not much I can do to make him show the fuck up here. I guess we're gonna head back to the house with the tires. We'll put the tires on the vehicle and then we can at least roll it around. But we'll have to take those tires off and get them redone eventually. At some point. Not today, but some point. You have to put your seatbelt on in this game. Saves your life when you crash and that kind of stuff. But if you're driving the Satsuma, I usually don't wear my seatbelt because if you crash the Satsuma, you're way better off just restarting. Just load from a save because the body, like the damage to the body gets saved. And you don't want to have to pay Flatteri over and over again to fix that. So, well, we got the tires, so we got what we were looking for. We didn't get them fixed like we wanted to, but I guess that's just a symptom of the time that we left at. We gotta turn right here. There's no car behind us. We're driving so slow right now that a car could come barreling up behind us and kill us. Literally kill us. So, gotta be careful here. And we got half tank. Gonna have to put some diesel in it eventually. Gotta make sure you put diesel in it. Don't put gas in it. I'm surprised. Usually at this speed the van starts freaking out. Maybe they've fixed it. Oh no. Here it comes. Yeah, there it goes. It's starting to get worse. Yeah, 130 is where it starts tweaking out. Yeah, see? It's starting getting worse. Turn's coming up, so we should slow down. But yeah, it starts shimmying. Starts doing the wiggle. Doing the worm. So our house is coming up here. As evident by the one lonely house. Oh, break! It came up way too quick. I just checked the left rear view mirror to see if there was anybody coming before it turned around there. Very important. You don't want to get hit by another car. Just going to shift up here. So this is what the standard van is like. It's pretty slow. It's got 4 gears. It is front wheel drive. And it's diesel. So it revs pretty low. But it's not bad. You can definitely do some stuff to it to make it accelerate really quickly. But its top speed is 130. Anything higher than that, and it just starts doing the funky chicken. Doesn't matter what you do to it. You can give it all-wheel drive, you can give it traction control. It's still... You can give it electronic stability control, and it still wiggles like that. Does the funky chicken. You can get it to go super quick, but it's dangerous. It is so dangerous. Alright. Is this the time we die? To the train? Nope. Not this time. But one of these days. It seems like when it happens to you, it seems like it happens every time. Alright. We're basically home now. Just gonna get over this. This game, everything looks the same, so it can be really hard to figure out where you're going. I've played this game so much now that I know where everything is. I could drive, you know, anywhere on the map, really. But it can be really difficult to figure out where the hell you're going, what the hell you're supposed to do. Like, honestly, I would not recommend, like, you know, in the first episode, how we went and did that post run on the Jonas. I don't recommend that. Not for new players, definitely not. I don't recommend doing that for new players at all because it's dangerous. It's probably like I've died a crap ton of times driving that Jonas with the letter and all that, but that's the way I've been doing it. That is one of the ways you can do it. I would probably recommend waiting until you get the van and taking the van instead of the Jonas, and save the Jonas ride for when you need to pick up the poop truck. Because there will be a time. I was wondering why I couldn't get out. I had my seatbelt on. Because there will be a time to drive the Jonas. Why can't I get out? I'm stuck. Hello? Oh, okay, there we go. I was in driving mode. Don't know why. Now we have wheels. Put these puppies on. Suspension on last time. Oh, You don't want that to happen. That's one of the things you don't want to happen. Does happen from time to time though. Doesn't it causes like slight damage to the car when that happens, but not too bad.
Mm.
Just gonna push it slightly by hitting the J key. We're gonna drop the jack. Gonna move it in close. Got a phone call. It's probably some poop invader. Grandma, who wants us to drop off sugar and stuff. I've done that on live streams, stuff like that. You get an achievement for it, but you don't really get much out of it. Get a grandma's little helper achievement. Nothing wrong with helping your grandma. Nothing wrong with hurting your grandma now. So, I think it's an 11. 10? No, it's like 12, I think, right? $13. The tires are 13. Just gonna tighten these up. Here I go, tightening them in a star pattern. You usually would. Not that you need to. Wasting your time doing. But yeah, we'll have to switch out the rubber on these. And once we get the plates, like the license plates for this car, once we get it past inspection and stuff, then we can put like the really fancy rally tires on it, and it'll drive a whole lot better. But we have to put street tires on it until we get our license plates, so we get the inspection finished. Lower that down. Oh, it's so nice to have it on wheels. What do you know? So we put the wheels on, and that'll probably be the end of this episode. But it's been a hell of an episode, that's for sure. Back suspension done. Wheels on. Went and did a ride. Went and drove down and got the wheels. First try, too. Last couple times I've tried to do it, I got killed by the bees. Not this time. Like, this game is relatively detailed in terms of how you build the car. Like, for example, you have to tighten down the brake lines. There's brake lines in this car that you have to tighten down. You have to do like the clutch lining. You got to do all the wiring. You might have seen that there's some wiring kind of like around the car, right? Like there's like some wiring sockets. Yeah, you got to wire like all the lights and the radio and all of the gauges and stuff. Tighten these wheels down. There's quite a sense of accomplishment for getting this done, you know, doing the whole thing. Building the car, getting it registered, and winning the rally with it, which I've only done once. like getting that trophy, man, feels good after doing all of this, like suffering through all the faulty check marks and dying to stupid corners and making stupid corners, stupid mistakes, stuff like that. It's all worthwhile once you get to it. As you can see, we're starting to get up there in hunger and stuff like that. It's gotten to the point now where we can roll the car into the garage, which is pretty cool. For the third episode, that's pretty cool. We're trucking along pretty good. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, you gotta, like, look at the jack just right in order to, like, get it to lower properly. Yeah, are we straight? This, car is straight. Or pushing. To the right, I think. You have to, like, set up the alignment and set up the carburetor and, set up the, like, spark plug timing, stuff like that. You don't have to set up the spark plug timing unless you're using nitrous. Oh no. Oh, okay. Oh, it almost fell in the inspection pit there. Ah, nice. My postage has arrived. So in the next episode, we'll go down and pick up the post. As you can see, the alignment is a little out. Don't hit the J button while you're looking at the part you want to push, while you're really close to it. I would suggest looking at the ground and then looking at it, because the initial force can be quite shocking, and it can push the car a little bit further than you want to push it. But we're going to push this into the garage, and then going to push it into the garage past the inspection pit. The alignment is really bad. Wasn't expecting it to be this bad, actually. And we want to go until the engine bay is over the concrete again. Yeah, so probably go back a little bit. No, it's actually right where we want it to be. I just kind of want to push it over to the little, yeah, just like that. Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly where we want it to be. So we're going to move this because it's kind of in the way. It kind of over there for now. It's over here. That's perfect. Fantastic. So now, when we get the engine, we can pop her in. And we got to do the brake lines and the clutch and all that stuff next. So we got shift link. All the stuff's here. Either way, we're going to be getting into that stuff next time. This stuff. The brake lines and the clutch line. Okay. Do the brake line and the clutch line. And we'll get some of the interior stuff done. And then we'll build the engine. And we'll get it all done. Appreciate you guys watching. This one's been a little bit longer than the last couple. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos and you want to support me, subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below. And also follow me at my Twitch at twitch.tv/Caledonius. Till next time, see you later.